Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to The Other Show.
We're here for the other show. The enrichment committee has brought us to you. And we think we're actors, we wish we were true. My hand is hello, hello, hello. What a beautiful word, what a glorious word, what a wonderful word, hello. What a wonderful word! Hello! 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 We're here for the other show. The enrichment committee has brought us to you. You may think we're actors, we wish it were true, but it's hello! 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 What a wonderful word, what a beautiful word, what a glorious word, hello.
Give it up for the hello girls. As you all know, some of our more learned men often gather for coffee while discussing current events. Well, we've been able to tap in on some of these sessions. So occasionally tonight, we'll listen in. Recently, such a session went something like this.
Have you ever looked closely at the layout of Blakehurst with the various wings that have little or no relationship to one another? Well, I have, and I think that they're very confusing.
Then you must have heard about the couple who moved in after trying to find their way from the front entrance, finally succeeded and were so exhausted that they immediately fell asleep. Upon waking the next morning, they were told that they had to move out due to a plumbing leak. Rumor has it they wandered around for 30 days before they could move back in.
Put this here.
Two lost souls on the highway of life. We ain't even got a sister or brother, but ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand? We got each other. Two lost ships on a stormy sea. One with no sail and one with no rudder. But ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand? We got each other. Two lost sheep in the wilds of the hills, far from the other Jacks and Jills. We wandered away and went astray, but we ain't fussing 'cause we've got us, and we're two lost souls on the highway of life, and there is no one with whom we would rather. So ain't it just great, and ain't it just grand? We got each other. Wherever we go, whatever we do, as long as you've got me and I've got you, we've got a lot. Because we got each other. Boo boo.
ever have a problem in deciding who was coming to dinner?
Not me. My wife took care of all the details.
And I would just say, yes, my dear.
Good evening, Hannah. We have a table tonight, but we'll just wait right here for our group.
Let's get a menu and look at what's on.
Who's coming? Who are we having dinner with?
Yes,
Did you make a reservation?
yes.
And you don't know the people's names?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's coming?
That's right.
I mean the person's name.
Who?
The one you invited.
Who? The one on the 6th floor with the little dog.
I'm asking you who you invited.
That's the woman's name.
That's whose name?
Yes,
Well, go ahead and tell me.
that's it.
That's who?
Oh, yes,
Look, is anybody coming?
certainly.
Anybody? Who did you invite?
That's right.
Anybody coming with who?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is the people you invited.
Anybody is coming with who?
Who's who?
That's right.
Who did you invite?
She's coming and bringing her friend.
Whose friend?
Anybody. What's wrong with that?
Look, all I want to know is when you reserved the table, who did you say is coming?
Who?
The woman.
Who?
All I'm trying to find out is who and what is coming to dinner.
Yes, what is her friend's name?
I'm not asking you about her friend.
Whose husband?
One person at a time.
Well, don't keep changing the subject.
I'm not changing anything.
Take it easy.
I'm only asking you who's coming to dinner.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
Is anybody coming?
Yes, and what is her friend?
I'm not asking you about her friend.
Who's coming and anybody will join us.
Oh, just tell me who's coming.
What do you want to know? What's coming?
Yes, I know that, but who else?
Uh-oh. I told you who and what, but we can't invite them together. I just remembered they don't get along.
Who doesn't like what?
I know that. They had a rift. Oh, no. Don't worry about it. He went off to wrinkles tonight.
So we don't have to worry about that.
Uh-oh. That's a real problem.
Who's that?
I just told you. What do you want to know?
Just tell me who is coming to dinner.
Look, we have anybody and who, what, and where are we going to eat?
Who cares?
She does because of her acid reflux.
Oh, please. Not another organ recital.
Probably. Well, let's go to the dining room and see if anybody shows up.
I don't care who's coming.
Now I know I need a drink.
While I was out for a walk yesterday, I came upon an elderly gentleman, about 65 or so, sitting on the ground who looked deep in thought.
I saw him too, and I asked him if he was okay. Then I inquired as to what he was thinking.
He slowly turned his attention to me and introduced himself as Sir Isaac Newton. And right about then, an apple dropped from the tree he was sitting under and conked him on the noggin.
Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, just remember that I've been true to nobody else but you. So just be true
I've been watching the debates among the candidates who want to be nominee to run against President Trump next year.
Now, I've been watching also, but I'm far from deciding who I want to support. I feel that some of them are so transparent that you can see right through them. They might as well be wrapped in cellophane.
If someone stood up in a crowd and raised his voice up way out loud and waved an arm and shook a leg, you'd notice him. If someone in a movie show yelled, "Fire in the second row, this whole place is a powder keg," you'd notice him. And even without clucking like a hen, everyone gets noticed now and then, unless, of course, that personage should be invisible, inconsequential, me. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, that should have been my name. Mr. Cellophane, you can walk right by me, look right through me, and never know I'm there, I tell you. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, that should have been my name. Mr. Cellophane, you can walk right by me, look right through me, and never know I'm there. Now, suppose you was a little cat residing in a person's flat who fed you fish and scratched your ears. You'd notice him. And suppose you was a woman wed and sleeping in a double bed with the same man for 30 years. You'd notice him. A human being's made of more than air. With all that bulk, you're bound to see him there. Unless, of course, that personage should be invisible, inconsequential, me. I'm Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, that should have been my name. Mr. Cellophane, you can walk right by me, look right through me, and never know I'm there. Never even know I'm there. Now, I hope I haven't taken up too much of your time.
The news media has given special attention to the college entrance bribes.
Indeed, a sad situation, a no-win for parents trying to help their children and paying a price, including jail time, for breaking the law.
It reminds me of my college days at NYU on Washington Square, where Fifth Avenue starts and Greenwich Village begins. The place where Fanny Bryce worked as the Rose of Washington Square.
I'm Rose of Washington Square. I'm withering there in basement air. You'll find me pose in
plain or fancy clothes. They say my Roman nose, it seems to please artistic people. Bows, I've plenty of those in secondhand clothes and nice long hair. Oh, but I've got those Broadway babies lashed to the mask. I ain't got the future, but ooh, what a past I rode of Washington Square.
The international meeting in China featured a 16-year-old girl who got lots of attention at the climate change conference.
I wonder if the proposed projections on climate change are realistic, or is this simply a cyclical event?
The word at the real estate convention in Las Vegas is to buy in Las Vegas property for future oceanfront development.
Little darling, it's been a long, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. Little darling, the smiles return. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. Sun, sun, sun. Here it comes. 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 One more. Little darling, I see that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright.
Did you happen to know it is politically incorrect to say midget or short people?
Then how are we to acknowledge them without hurting their feelings?
I was told we should refer to them as little people or people who are vertically challenged.
reason. Short people got no reason to live. They got little hands, little eyes. They walk around telling great big lies. They got little noses and tiny little teeth. They wear platform shoes on their nasty little feet. But I don't want no short people. Don't want no short people. Don't want no short people around here. Short people are just the same as you and I. A fool such as I. All men are brothers till the day they die. It's a wonderful world. Short people got nobody. Short people got nobody. Short people got nobody to love. They got little legs that stand so low. You gotta pick 'em up just to say hello. They got little cars that go beep, beep, beep. They got little voices going beep, beep, beep. They got rubber little hands and dirty little eyes. They're gonna get you every time. Well, I don't want no short people. Don't want no short people. Don't want no short people around here. I don't know. Some of them seem to be okay. Actually, I guess some of them are pretty nice. Hey guys, wait for me!
I have come across some of the most unusual names of towns and cities. My favorite was Cut and Shoot, Texas. Another was Rumpus Ridge in South Dakota.
Would you believe that there's a town in New Mexico named Truth or Consequences?
Then there is Pickle Street, Pennsylvania, and Possum Grape in Arkansas. Oh well.
Mr. Boxley, I'd like to sing a song of my favorite town.
New York, New York.
No.
Chicago, Chicago.
No.
Kansas City.
No. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I got a gal in Kalamazoo. I don't ring to boast, but I know she's the toast of Kalamazoo. Zoo. Years have gone by. My, how she grew. I liked her looks when I carried her books in Kalamazoo. Zoo. I'm gonna send a wire, hopping on the flyer, leaving today. Am I dreaming? I can hear her screaming, hey, Mr. Jackson, everything's okay, A-L-A-M-A-Zoo. Oh, what a gal, a real pipperoo. I'm making my bid for that freckle-faced kid. I'm hurrying too. I'm going to Michigan to see the sweetest gal in Kalamazoo. Zoo. Kalamazoo.
Roses by Tyree Hardy.
The big box arrived the other day in the mail with my name scrolled on the top, and I opened it. I asked family members, who sent me this box? No one replied. The petals, each one rich in color, a deep happiness came over me. Oh, the smell, honeysuckle. I felt as if I was on a pink cloud. The feeling of pleasantness, the cared, it just read, praying for you. Some tears fell, splat. Who sent me these flowers? Not a word, not a call. Pink with thorns. They were bright, youthful, fun, and exciting. Bubblegum, cotton candy, and sweetness. I know why they look soft like a young woman's cheeks. Am I selfish to say, yes, I deserve them? I seem to be overworked and overburdened. The pink roses are the color of universe, love of oneself and other. Thank you.
The Sun paper reports a group is working on inviting the tall ships to Harbor Place.
Well, I hope they succeed, as it would get a lot of favorable attention for Baltimore and bring in much needed revenue.
The pride of Baltimore has surely enhanced our international appeal. Sailors from around the world are an attraction, especially to the ladies.
I'm a little sailor boy from across the sea, and I've come to ask if you will marry me. So will you marry, will you marry me? You're a little sailor boy from across the sea, and you've come to ask if I'll marry thee. But I'll not marry, I'll not marry thee. Then I'll give to you a little white dress, so that you will look like a real princess. If you will marry, if you will marry me. You'll give to me a little white dress, so that I will look like a real princess. But I'll not marry, I'll not marry thee. Then I'll give to you the key to my chest, and all the money that I possess. If you will marry, if you will marry me. If you give to me the key to your chest and all the money that you possess, then I will marry, then I will marry thee. Ho, ho, ho. Women are funny. They don't want me, but they want my money. So I'll not marry, I'll not marry thee.
Pimlico Racetrack is back in the news. It appears they have found a way to refurbish the track and the clubhouse.
Hopefully that means the Preakness won't be moved to Laurel.
Well, if that is the case, the local racetrack touts and gamblers would rest easier, and the $2 bill might stick around.
I lost it.
I bet on 5 races. Haven't won one yet. Horses running in the mud. Can't win anything. So I guess we'll just have to sing something. In the 6th race, so I'm going to bet on Epitaph, Paul Revere, and Valentine.
Oh.
Want to win something?
Well, that's one idea.
Yeah, okay.
I got a horse right here. His name is Paul Revere, and it's the guy who says if the dresser is clear,
I'm
can do,
Valentine,
can
the
do.
morning line.
This guy says the horse can do.
5 to 9.
But
If
look at
he
it,
says the horse
but
can do.
buy you a hat.
Hey,
Got
hey,
news
hey,
this
the horse
here
can
in the
do.
telegraph.
If they're all bite, I can resist all right. Of course,
This guy says the horse big threat.
That night,
He calls the horse big threat.
riding.
Yes, X means that the horse likes mud.
Ride tonight.
And just a
That
minute,
means the
boys,
horse
about
likes
the
mud.
25 toys, and
Likes
the
mud.
great-grandfather
Likes
was
mud.
equipoised.
I tell you, Paul Revere, and this is no
Shows
bomb steer. You
Shows
think
class,
I
says the horse, shows class.
sincere.
Says the horse, shows class. Shows class. Shows class. So make it epitaph, he runs it by a half, according to this here in the telegraph. Epitaph. I got the horse right here.
The sexual exploits of President Clinton were supposedly an open secret before Monica Lewinsky. An Arkansas lawyer referred to him as the fastest zipper in the South.
Maybe that was so, but Hillary was right there by his side, through thick and thin with her chin up.
How about our current president's wife, who has seemingly ignored all of his peccadillos and his treatment of women? Both of those women sure stood by their man.
Sometimes it's hard to be a woman. Giving all your love to just one man. He'll have some bad times. Sometimes you'll have her times doing things that you don't understand. But if you love him, you'll forgive him. Even though there are things you don't understand. And if you love him, oh, be proud of him. 'Cause after all, he's just a man. Stand by your man. Give him 2 arms to cling to, and someplace warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely. Stand by your man. Tell the world you love him. Keep showing all the love you can. Stand by your man. Stand by your man and tell the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Oh, stand by your man.
Oh yes, there is good news tonight. The BSO musicians have accepted a contract for this year. Hopefully that will provide time for a long-time agreement to be accomplished.
Maren Alsop has been a sensational music director and conductor of the BSO. As a matter of fact, she trained under Leonard Bernstein.
Maren led the BSO to become a world symphony orchestra and has brought us many forms of music, reaching back to Scott Joplin and his jazz.
through so quickly. It's time to close.
I couldn't agree more. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm ready for Betty Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we bid you farewell, we'd like to first say thank you all for coming to this crazy, insane show. You never know who you're living with in this wonderful restaurant. But I would like to bring your attention to some folks who have made this show possible. And let me start with our incredible musicians, our pianists, Carrie Barton, Boxley Cook, and our off-campus gentlemen who came and contributed, Greg Lupton. Give him a big hand. I would like to acknowledge two folks who have just been incredible. First, our wonderful, straight from the paint and powder, our wonderful co-director, Rob Clark. Thank you, Rob. And finally, last but not least, this crazy show could never have come about without the endless and tireless work done by our writer, director, producer, patient man. Give a big, big hand for Harry Davenport.